maintenance and other aspects of this Freyr energy is excellent.
आपकी फेयर एनर्जी सोलर पैनल लगवाए 90% बिजली का बिल कम कर।
Hey guys, sun is the most powerful energy to harness, and there are very few companies in India that taps into the solar energy of sun. Established in 2014, Freyr Energy is one of the top solar companies in India that aims to provide accessible, simple and affordable solar energies throughout the country. Hi, this is Ankita from HyBiz TV, and today we have a woman with futuristic vision and sunshine on her mind. This is Radhika Chaudhary from Freyr Energy. So hi Radhika, how are you doing?
Hi Ankita, thank you for bringing me today.
So can you tell us what Freyr means and how did this idea come into your mind to start it back in 2014 when I believe it wasn't such a trend to utilize the solar energy?
Yes, it's a good question. I get asked this question a lot. So Freyr is from the Norse mythology, and it means the god of sunshine and prosperity. So we wanted to be known as a company that is a global name, and we wanted to not just be in the solar energy sector but energy management for companies and for individuals. So that is how we came up with the name Freyr back in 2014. And the vision was obviously to make the journey of having a solar system in their home or in their business a simple journey. Today it is very complicated, too many people are involved. There is not an established brand. Okay. The practices for quality standards are not established. So if you go to buy a car, so you know what Hyundai will offer, what Toyota will offer, or what Suzuki or any other car brands are offering. But in the solar segment, it's not standardized. So it becomes very hard for the consumer to make a decision to go with the solar. So that was the big gap. Okay. So we are in the process of educating a customer, helping them provide the most, the best possible solution that will give them the most amount of returns on their investment. Yeah.
Okay. So how did you take it from the grassroots levels, which could be back in 2014, to a mass scale, which is now?
It has been an interesting journey. It's now 10 years since we started Freyr. So we've gone through our journey of entering into solar solutions for rural electrification projects where we've electrified villages. We've electrified more than 150 to 200 villages today in India, in Andhra, Jharkhand and Uttar Pradesh, and even Rajasthan we've given home lighting systems. So we started our journey doing large projects, tendered projects, and in very difficult terrain. And eventually we evolved into a company that provided solar for industries, factories and also governments, like all the government entities where the discoms and the utilities, they were tendering out. So for temples and rural attractions, we did it for stadiums. We've got presence from northeast to across India. We have projects that we've executed. So in this process, I think COVID was the tipping point where we said, how can we scale this business further and get into the retail space? And I think that was the thinking moment, because the business had slowed down. We took some time to pause and we actually launched our app called SunPro Plus. When it was launched in the market, there was a huge uptake of downloads and people were interested in understanding about solar. So I think that kind of drove us to understand that customers and consumers today have a huge shift in their mindset of any solution that can be provided through an app or digital way is very encouraging. So I think that was the main driver that we were able to scale, is also because of our technology driven approach. It is like having your Uber app. So if you are in Bangalore or in Hyderabad, you know what to expect on Uber or Big Basket. So your experience is the same, right? Yeah. Same thing with Freyr. We said we have to launch an app where a consumer, no matter he or she is in Aurangabad, Nashik or Warangal, doesn't matter, right, which part of the country you're able to have the same seamless experience of understanding solar. So that is where we have been able to scale our business today.
This is where Freyr Energy's SunPro Plus makes a difference. SunPro Plus app helps businesses and homes transition to solar, captures a customer's solar journey from exploring to experiencing solar. The end result is a high-quality system at the lowest possible cost with quick installation that delivers energy savings for 25 years.
So apart from technology, how did you collaborate with the channel partners to reach throughout the country?
Well, it was initially the whole idea was because we created the digital platform, we didn't want people to have physical shop and give us investment and set up a channel partnership or a dealership kind of a model. Their investment was to take the app and the license for it, and anybody can become my channel partner today who can download the app and be in a certain location, which is what I need penetration in that area where that person is local, they have good connects in their neighborhood, and they are able to generate leads for us. Okay. Vice versa, I'm also able to generate leads for them today through digital campaign and assign the leads for them where it is evaluated by my team over here, and they get a qualified lead saying that a customer is interested in solar, they want to reduce their electricity bill, and they want to make sure the service is available, right? And now the confidence level will build if they know that there is somebody local like a channel partner that can offer that solution and who's responsible for the journey. So that is how we are onboarding channel partners in different locations.
So from the initial seed investment to, I believe, you might be making a lot of profits. So could you tell us what has been the journey of making it a profitable business over the years?
So yes, so we did raise small rounds of money in the past, and more recently we've raised Series B and almost $7 million. So that has given us the boost to develop the technology and also build on our resources and improve our efficiencies internally. I think marketing budgets will go up better now. So we are able to scale our business with this money. Obviously, it is not easy, but we've done it very professionally. It was not run like a small business. So from the timing we started, we invested money into the company, we took bank loan, and we kind of maintained the right accounting practices. So these are very important things for startups. A lot of people don't understand the value of bookkeeping, filing for taxes on time, making sure all the employee contracts are in place, doing the standard requirements as per the central government and the state government laws that mandate you to run a company, right? So these are basic things that you need to do. And obviously, if you believe that the business can be scaled and it has a potential and it is solving a very important pain point for a consumer or a business, then you can actually look at how do you scale it efficiently, right? So this is when you are able to raise money. That is how investors are also interested, because it is also scalable.
So there are several solar companies in India these days. What makes your company stand out?
Like we informed you consistently for the last several years, we are in the top 15 companies in the country. And it's not a small accomplishment, because it becomes very difficult to differentiate yourself. And you're right that there are many companies out there. So there are many reasons why Freyr is a little different. One is we are giving a solution that has the highest quality standards, and the price is also actually much better than what you would imagine that is available in the market, because I don't have intermediate costs of having stockist or a dealer and then the channel partner. So I just go direct to customer. So my cost structure is very good. One. Two, I am also providing financing. So the biggest challenge today in solar is the upfront investment that consumers have, and they keep worrying about it. I am providing it on an EMI basis or a zero EMI basis, where the investment from customer is minimized and they can be confident that, you know, the asset is actually generating savings from electricity bills, and instead of paying the bill, now you pay an EMI. So it is the same thing, and the asset is owned by the consumer. So just to put it in perspective, for every lakh a customer invests in solar, they save between 25 to 35,000 rupees annually on their electricity bills. So their investment is returned within 3 to 3.5, 4 years maximum. So it's one of the best investments, and it lasts 25 years. So the other important element is again after sales support. All the projects that we do on a home or a business, factories, we monitor them here 365 days, 24/7. There are remote monitoring devices that are installed, and my team here checks and proactively sends comments to the consumer if there is an issue, and we resolve it. So that is what I think gives a comfort to my customers today.
How well are you established in the country and what is your reach like?
We have presence across the country, as I mentioned. We have presence in 26 states, including the Northeast, down south, everywhere we have projects. Currently, we are focused in 5 states: AP, Telangana, Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, and Kerala. These are our critical states for different reasons. One is the unit rate of electricity in these states is also high, and also the people are more aware and they're coming forward, and also the subsidy element is there for homes, and businesses have a tax benefit, and that is their driver sometimes, and also to reduce their operational expenses of electricity bills. So we are moving from city to city, so we don't call it states approach anymore. We kind of work in 40 cities today across these 5 states actively. I have team members, and we are intending to add another 10 to 20 cities to this portfolio.
So, as a woman entrepreneur, what are some of the thoughts that came to your mind when you started this, and what are the challenges that you faced along the way?
Honestly, I think I've never been raised to think differently because I am a woman. I think that I should give it to my parents and also thank the support system I have from my husband and my in-laws. So I think that was never a challenge. I was just thinking more around other things, like, my husband itself had a business that he was running when I I was evaluating starting Freyr. So at that point, was it the right decision to leave a job while your husband was getting into business? That was my only time of dilemmas, saying that should both of us venture. But otherwise, honestly, he was the one who encouraged me, and he said, you will fit very well in this role, and he said you should take it up. So that is when Saurabh and I spent, I think, 2 years evaluating different opportunities and came about it. Honestly, challenges wise, not really any challenges. If at all, I should be grateful that whoever has interacted with our company and organization looks up to companies with women founders, honestly, and I think it has always worked in favor more than anything negative. So
Okay, that's nice. So, 2 myths that people have around solar energy, usually, with the solar panel roof system, is that A, they are expensive, and B, that, they are not all weather inclusive. What do you want to say about that?
So it's a fair question, and I think these are fundamental myths we would like to address on a day-to-day basis. One, it is not expensive. A homeowner, typically, I'll give an example so people can understand, you are also getting context to it.
Yeah.
Let's assume that you're paying an electricity bill between 2,000 to 3,000 rupees on a monthly basis, which is pretty much standard now in most of the homes that you're living in. So your annual outflow on cash is nearly 30 to 40,000 rupees, 36,000 precisely, but around 40K. And investing in a solar system that will offset that 3,000 rupees is going to cost you about around 1.3 to 1.5 lakhs, right? So your savings of 40,000 in 4 years or 3.5 years, you're recovering. Your investment of 1.5 lakhs and your savings of 40,000 annually is offsetting your investment. So it's like buying a mobile phone, right? I mean, 1 lakh is your mobile phone. For a house, you're investing 1 to 2 lakhs or 2.5 lakhs is typically the investment that is required. Plus, we are providing financing. So your burden is reduced where upfront cost is, cash flow is protected. Again, coming to your second point about, does it work throughout the year? So the interesting thing is, in India, we have, most of the states or all of India has something called net meter. So what your meter is in the house is going to be removed, and we put in a new meter, not we, the government itself puts it. It's called a bidirectional meter or a net meter. So let's say the days that there is less sunlight, you are still getting power, but from the grid. So you may get slightly higher bill on those months, but in months where there is sunshine is very high, like your summer months or the winter months also for that matter, whenever there is sunshine, you're actually generating more units and you can export the units that you're not using to the grid. So let's say you're on a holiday, or let's say the schools and colleges are off on Saturday, Sunday. The units are not wasted. They go back to the grid and they're banked for you, and you can use it on a Monday. So it is completely weather resistant. If not anything, it is one of the most predictable elements is you will have sunlight, you will have, there is NASA data that gives us satellite data for the last historical 50 to 100 years based on latitude and longitude for that location, what should be the sunlight. So we use those models when we are developing and giving it to customers, saying for your location, this is the generation, right? So it is guaranteed, it is sealed deal.
So, solar energy has also been part of our Prime Minister Modi ji's futuristic vision when it comes to Suryodaya Yojana or the interim budget 2024 or the use of solar panels in Ayodhya temple as well. Do you think that solar energy is the future of India?
I would love to think that solar is going to be the future of India, and thanks to our Prime Minister who's making everyone realize how incredibly easy the solution is to go for solar and have it on your rooftop and stop paying electricity bills. And it's a one-time investment for a life of 25 years. So yes, I am confident that it is going to be a very quick solution to carbon footprint and climate change, and where the power requirements for the country like India that is growing is going to keep going up, right? So the development is going up, the factories are coming up, there is more investments. So the power generation and the requirement per capita is also going to go up. Today we are at about 1300 units per person in India as a energy consumption annually, while most of the Western worlds are between 4,000 to 6,000 units. So from 1,300 units, this is only going to go up annually. And the best way to protect yourself is to go for some solutions like solar, wind, hydel. We have multiple solutions. And coming to Prime Minister's recent announcement about, it's actually, they've changed the name, it is now Muft Bijli. So they want to provide free electricity for people of low income categories, below 1.5 lakh rupees of annual income. And for every month, if their bill is having less than 300 units of electricity, they can apply for this and they can be electricity bill free.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's wonderful. Do you think inverters and generators could be powered by the solar panel roof system?
So inverter is also essential part of the solar system, but the inverter I think you're talking about is the home UPS system. So UPS can also be connected to a solar system. A diesel generator can also be connected to a solar system. So we have something called diesel DG Sync. It's a synchronizing device that we use for connecting our in factories where there could be power cuts. So the diesel generator starts. So then the solar also is powering the entire industry, right? So in that cases, we do synchronize with the generators. And coming to UPS, yes, if it is considered as any other load like an AC or a tube light or a fan, even the inverter that is set up in a home for backup for 3 hours, 4 hours can also be connected onto a battery, onto a solar system. So yeah, it's possible.
So we've discussed a lot of things. Coming back to your own journey, can you talk about your own future plans with regards to Freyr?
So I think we are at a very interesting point in our customer journey in terms of our company journey also, where we have pivoted from a B2B company to B2C. So it's a very retail play, and the challenges are very unique to the B2C segment, and it is, the digital power is so exciting that we are able to engage with customers in any location in a very meaningful way. So I feel that currently we are targeting increasing 100 plus crores this financial year. So we are looking at doubling this business every year going forward in the next 2 to 3 years. So I think it is going to be exciting time for Freyr.
Thank you so much, Radhika. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
I would like to thank you, Ankita, for giving this opportunity and platform. I hope people can, consider going solar as a good solution. A lot of people are buying electric vehicles, and buying an electric vehicle and charging with thermal power is not fun. So there, a lot of consumers are coming to us and asking us to put, extra solar panels so that they can even, charge their electric vehicle through solar. So it's time to make a decision. Summer is around the corner, so it's one of the best ways and the most amazing investment you can make today. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Radhika. It was wonderful having you.
Thank you.